business school, the most horrible subject of all was accounting. I was sound asleep in accounting course. And on top of that, I argued with the accounting teacher because the accounting teacher had no idea what accounting was. The guy was an idiot. So if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, this is all it's about. It's about a financial statement. Income statement, balance sheet, statement of cash flow. How could it not be relevant when 99% of all people graduate from school give you all the money you want? See, bankers have never asked me for my grades or my college I went through. I want to say this. You have this, they give you all the money you want. Point out really, really quickly the differences between what I teach. So this is the very big difference. Like I said, most school teachers are like my poor dad. And this was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What you're seeing here is a financial statement of Rich Dad was this one here. And this was called the cash flow quadrant, right? You have E, so test for you. What does E stand for?
Employee.
Good, and what do employees always say?
That they work for money.
But they want job security,
Exactly.
paycheck, and pension.
Yes.
Okay. For tips now. So they're self-employed. And B stands for what?
Big business owners.
So 500 employees or more.
Yeah.
And I stands for what?
The investor.
Investor. It's more than just investor, it's insider. You see, this is like Shark Tank on the TV shows. These guys here have done this and they've done this. I could be in Alaska flying fishermen around the place, you know, a pilot with a small plane and, you know, flying around the place. Or I could own an airlines, or I could invest in airlines. And that's the difference in the mindsets and skill sets. You don't just make crossings. The education is extremely different on this side than on this side here. You know, I know most millennials, they want a high-paying job. They want to be able to pay the rent, eat, and all this stuff. The asset column, that was the difference, wasn't it?
Yeah, and actually, it didn't happen right at that moment, but acquiring assets, that the assets go into the income column.
Like this.
So that was a huge shift in my mindset. And once that shift happened for me, I don't think about the income column anymore. I just think about the asset column.
And that's our game called cash flow.
Yep.
Years to go from nothing to financially free.
Wow.
So she was 37, and I was 47. But that's the power of focusing on
The asset column.
assets versus liability. Most today we're financially free. You know, that's the whole thing. So everybody can do it. It's a matter of putting your head into the right column. And then for me, it was in '73, I took my first real estate investment course here. I'm free.
Yeah.
You know, I lost money, made money back, but I never got out.
Still practicing here every single day. I'm working on a new project right now, column, because again, we're focusing on the asset column, not the income column.
There's three kinds of money today that you guys got to be aware of. One is God's money, and God's money is gold and silver. So this is silver, and this is gold. The reason I brought it is most people don't know what it looks like. And then there's government, the Fake Generation series. But the reason I brought this here is most people haven't seen it. This here, gold.
Yeah.
This is God's money. This is what God's money looks like.
Yeah.
The reason I call it God's money is you can't fake it. You know, you can fake it with a fake ETF, like a gold ETF or a silver, which I don't touch because it smells as bad as the guys that printed that crap. You know what I mean? Jesus. But this is real money. So you look at this here. When I first started buying that, that was $1.40.
Yeah.
Today, that's $16. And this here is auto, gold. And the reason we brought it in is most people haven't seen or touched. This is real. This is God's money. Why did I say it's God's money? Because it was here when the earth was created.
Yeah.
And it'll be here when we're all dead and gone. In school, they compensate for risk by telling you to memorize the right answer. So in other words, these kids leave, young people like you, leave school thinking, oh, if I know the right answers, then there's no risk. And it drives old guys like me crazy. Because everybody's talking about millennials. What's wrong with them? You know, millennials are the most